Hey everyone, welcome back to Binge, the channel where we turn your favorite movies and TV shows into fun, fast, and easy recaps. If you love stories but don't have hours to watch, you're in the right place. Now let's jump into one of the most emotional TV finales ever. Friends. The episode begins with a bittersweet feeling. Rachel is finally leaving New York for a new job in Paris. What should be an exciting new chapter suddenly becomes heartbreaking because everyone realizes this might be the last time they'll all be together. Before Rachel leaves, she spends time saying goodbye to each of her closest friends. Monica is the first one she hugs, and the two instantly break down in tears. They've been more like sisters than roommates. They laugh through their tears, remembering all the crazy adventures they've shared over the years. It's impossible not to feel emotional watching them. Next comes Joey. Instead of giving Rachel a sweet goodbye, he acts annoyed and even starts a fake argument with her. At first, it seems strange, but Rachel quickly realizes what he's doing. Joey admits that fighting makes it easier because saying goodbye hurts too much. Underneath all the jokes, you can clearly see how much he loves his best friend. Then Rachel says goodbye to baby Emma. She promises to always be there for her little girl no matter where life takes them. Even though Emma is too young to understand what's happening, the moment is incredibly touching. Meanwhile, something unexpected happens between Ross and Rachel. The night before her flight, they spend one last evening together. Both of them wake up smiling, believing they finally shared the perfect goodbye. But for Ross, something doesn't feel right. Instead of finding closure, he realizes something much bigger. After talking with Phoebe, Ross finally admits the truth he's been hiding for years. He isn't ready to let Rachel go. In fact, he's still completely in love with her. Phoebe immediately tells him he's making the biggest mistake of his life if he lets Rachel leave without telling her how he really feels. Ross doesn't waste another second. He rushes out the door, jumps into a cab, and heads straight to the airport. Back at the apartment, everyone is cheering him on. They know this isn't just another romantic moment. This could change both of their lives forever. Ross races through the airport, desperate to find Rachel before it's too late. He finally spots her near the boarding gate. Out of breath and nervous, he tells her exactly what's been buried inside his heart all these years. Don't go. He tells Rachel he loves her, that he always has, and that he can't imagine his life without her. For a moment, time almost stops. Rachel is completely shocked. She clearly loves Ross too, but everything is happening so fast. Her dream job is waiting in Paris, passengers are boarding the plane, and she has only seconds to make the biggest decision of her life. With tears in her eyes, Rachel quietly says she's sorry. And walks toward the airplane. Ross stands there heartbroken, watching the love of his life disappear down the boarding bridge. It feels like everything is over. Or, is it? Because once Rachel sits on that plane, she starts thinking about everything Ross said, and suddenly, she realizes she may have made the biggest mistake of her life. Can she still stop the flight? Or has she already lost Ross forever? When we left off, Ross had finally confessed his love to Rachel at the airport. But despite everything he said, Rachel still boarded the plane. Ross slowly walks away, completely heartbroken. He believes he has lost her forever. But on the flight to Paris, Rachel can't stop thinking about Ross. Every word he said keeps replaying in her mind. She realizes this isn't just another goodbye. Ross is the love of her life. Suddenly, Rachel makes a life-changing decision. She jumps out of her seat and desperately asks the flight attendants to let her off the plane. Everyone around her is confused, but Rachel doesn't care. She knows that if she doesn't leave now, she'll regret it for the rest of her life. Back in New York, Ross has already accepted defeat. He returns home believing Rachel is gone forever. Then, his phone rings. It's Rachel. She leaves an emotional voicemail saying she loves him too. Ross smiles, but before he can fully understand what's happening, the message cuts off. Now he's left wondering. Did she really get off the plane? A few moments later, There's a knock at the door. Ross opens it. And standing right there is Rachel. She looks at him with tears in her eyes and says the unforgettable words. I got off the plane. At that moment, years of misunderstandings, missed chances, and heartbreak finally come to an end. Ross and Rachel embrace, proving that true love sometimes just needs one last chance. But that's not the only emotional goodbye. Monica and Chandler are getting ready to leave the famous apartment they've called home for years. After welcoming their twins, they're starting a brand new chapter in a house outside the city. As they pack the last few boxes, the apartment suddenly feels empty. This isn't just an apartment. It's where countless memories were made. It's where friendships grew stronger. It's where everyone laughed, cried, celebrated birthdays, survived breakups, and created moments fans will never